welcome back to Christine's Home Affairs. I have a package. I've been given the opportunity to test a product. You know I love to make bags, and I've been working a lot with vinyl and I use a lot of upholstery fabric, but I've never worked with leather. So I had an opportunity to work with a company called Babylon Leather. They've asked me if I would try one of their products and do a video for it. So I'm really excited to be able to make, I'm hoping, to be able to make my very first leather bag. So this is it. So let's open this baby up. This is a leather bag making kit, and I've been told that it's got everything in here to actually make the bag. So this is like a beginner's starter kit. Everything's pre-punched for you. You don't have to do any cutting out or anything like that. So I've got all my bits that I need, a zipper. I'm really excited about this. At first glance, everything looks pretty good, sturdy, looks like really nice leather. And we've got lots of hardware, and you get the thread with it as well. So the tools come with this and all, because I don't have 10 already, but that's okay. I get excited whenever I get thread snips. I can never get enough of those. Screwdriver, a clamp. Okay, these okay, I'm going to behave myself, and I guess these are to put over your finger. I've seen them before. Some thread, some good strong thread, and there are some needles in there as well. And then we've got handles. Oh good, and the hardware's here too. Now the only thing that I can't seem to find in here are instructions. Okay, so there are no instructions in here. There might be a YouTube tutorial that I have to watch to put this bag together, but I'm going to go and check out the website and see what the deal is. Okay, I've just got my laptop and I've got that beside me, and it looks like you have to follow the instructions on the video to be able to put this bag together. I'm still excited about doing this project, but I don't like the idea that I have to follow a video to make this. Some people like to have written instructions in front of them. I'm one of those. I do like my videos, but I do like written instructions as well. Anyway, according to the video, we take these two pieces first, and this inner row of stitching is the first one that we're going to be doing. We want 4 times the length of that. So to measure that, just take your thread and measure roughly around there, and we want that 4 times. Grab my snazzy new thread snips. Now we're going to use 2 needles. Thread your needle. It's a nice thread. It's got like a wax coating on it. Then take the point of your needle and actually stitch through the center of your thread. So I've split the fibers in my thread and created a knot. And I'll do the same for the other end, because we're going to be kind of weaving the stitches through. Once you've got your thread knotted at both ends of your needle, we're going to take our piece of leather and this crescent shape, and we're going to place that over the top of the wrong side. So we're just going to line up these holes, and we're going to come from the top in the first hole just here. So there's a tiny little hole just there, going straight through there, and we're going through the first hole in the crescent. Once you've got the first piece of thread through your both layers of fabric here, pull your thread taut so that you've got both needles line up at the end there, and you've got the center of the thread in the middle of your bag. Now we're going to start with the top row first. Apparently it makes it a neater finish if you stitch from the top first. So I'm going to go in here into the second hole and draw my thread through. So what I'm showing you here, I've never done this before, so what we're doing here now is from an absolute beginner. So I'm watching the YouTube video at the same time. So I've come down in the second hole, place that needle to the side, grab the other needle, and that has to come up from the bottom, and it'll come out of that hole that I've just gone into. So go into that hole. This is the one I've just come out of. I'll go up and I'll hold that other one taut, bring the needle up, and then you just pull the thread so that they're nice and firmly in place there. So that's my very first leather work to stitch. Woohoo! So basically what's going to happen is that you're doing your stitches across, you're going in and out like this. I'll do a few stitches and you can just come along and watch what I do. So far I think that this is actually going to be quite a simple project. Where I've come up with my thread, I'm going to go straight down again into the next hole, grab the other needle, and where I've just come out with the other thread, I'm going to go in that same hole, come up through the same hole, and then you just pull the thread taut as you're going. And that just gives it a nice neat stitch. The thread that's on top is the one that goes into the next hole, and you just keep going until you get to the end. Once you've done a few stitches, the holes underneath will actually line up better, so it'll be much easier for you to get the needle through the hole. You'll be able to see better from underneath as well when you want to bring the needle up. So it does get quicker as you go. When you get to the last stitch, finish as usual, and you don't want to cut your thread off at this stage, and you don't want to tie a knot at either, because we're actually going to back stitch. So I'll finish this last stitch. So I've come up as though I'm about to do another stitch, but rather than finishing off here, we're actually going to back stitch 2 or 3 stitches. So you'll go where you've come up here in the end hole, come to the second last hole, and we're just going to continue with this up and down motion. So I'll go back into that second last hole here. So it's 1 back stitch, go into the next one and come back up again. And keep pulling it taut as you go, and come back down to the other side, and this is where you can tie off your thread. Pull your thread taut. You don't have to tie it off on the other side. Snip it off here, and then we need a lighter, and we're just going to melt the edges here. And that's it. So this is the first row of stitching done on the bag. Let's see what's next. The next piece we need to find is this U-shape piece, and that is going to sit underneath this one that we've just sewn. This row of holes here is going to sit underneath this outer row of holes. You can line up this layer, and the clip that they've provided, you can just pop that in at the end there, and then you'll start sewing at this end. So you've got this end hole here, and you'll just stitch straight through these holes around here, and then we'll line up the needles again like we did before. So you want the needles to be together, and draw your thread together, and then your first stitch again will be from the top, and continue on exactly the same way we did before. So it's very simple. The stitching is very simple to do, and I'll just keep going. The next piece to go on is this little piece here, and that will go directly underneath here. You'll line up these holes with the holes on the side here, and you'll also line up these 2 larger holes as well. I'm assuming these are going to be for some rivets or screws later on, and I will just use the clip that we got earlier. I'll line that up. So I'm just going to keep on going with this and assemble the bag, and I'll see how it all comes together. I have to say, so far I've only done 2 rows of stitching. I'm actually really enjoying this, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the whole bag comes together. I think this is going to make a really nice gift for somebody as well. There's part of the bag already made. I've put 3 pieces of leather on so far, and I'm already up to the handle stage. So we're taking one of the handles, then these 2 curved D-ring type of things. They've got little screws inside them, so we just want to undo those, and the handle is going over the top holes, and these D-ring things are going to go underneath. This is getting a little bit fun. You've seen the stitching finished on the front here. I've put the handles on and just the rivets at the front there. So this will be the front of the bag. You follow all the instructions on the video so far, and this will be the back of the bag. It's looking really cute. So you can see this is going to be a round handbag. I thought it might be really cute with my rock and roll dresses. On to the next step. I can set the bag front and back aside, and now the instructions tell me I need to get the zipper ready. So this is exciting. It's not actually taking much time at all. Pull the zipper apart, and you can see that the zip even has little holes in it as well. So the instructions do tell you which way to start. Next, we are going to use these. I think these might be the inside lining of the bag. You can see the 2 rows of holes here. They'll be getting stitched to the bag here, and same with the other one as well. So the zipper sections have been stitched on, so that'll be the lining and the zipper and the outside of the bag, coming together really well. Next up, I have to find some hardware. So I've got some D-rings and some little screws and caps here, and they are going to be used with these two pieces here. I think this is the side gusset that will go around the bag because it's going to be like a barrel bag. I'm going to go and watch the video instructions now to apply all of this hardware. So I've screwed these rivets in, and next up are these little D brackets. So there's the side gusset of the bag finished. We're ready now to actually start constructing it. So we're going to take our lining pieces, and it doesn't matter which one we use first. We've got 2 rows of holes around here. This one here is going to be stitched on the inner round of holes. This is not going to take long at all. The side gusset has been completed on one side of the bag. This is the internal lining. I'll do the same for the other side, and we will then be able to attach the back and front of the bag and the zipper slider and the handles. Not much to go at all now. Okay, we're nearly finished here. I've stitched the front and the back on, and all I have to do now is put the zip on and attach the bag handle. And these handles have been prepared for me already. You may actually find in your kit that you need to put them together, but this one has already been assembled, so I just have to attach it to my bag. And there we have this Babylon leather bag completely finished. I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. There's the finished product. This is a really cute bag. I'm actually really happy with how this has turned out. The shoulder straps are long enough for you to have a crossbody bag with these cute little handles. You can just have that as a nice little carry bag as well and take the handle off. I do think this is super cute, and I'm going to love taking it with me when I go to my next rock and roll dance. I think it'll be perfect for that. Now I've got to say, I actually really enjoyed doing this bag. I have never made a leather bag before. I've never sewn with leather. I've never hand stitched or machine stitched leather. So I was pretty excited to have been given the chance to try out this product. This is a really good project. Everything came pre-prepared, so all the holes for sewing all ready for you. They all lined up beautifully. The zip was cut to size. All the hardware is in there. I think this is really nice. Here's the front. Now this is my personal opinion, but I do think written instructions or a little photo of the product would have been nice to come in the package. So I've opened up a brown box, pulled the contents out, and there were just the contents. There was nothing else in there to say what to do. So if I was giving this as a gift to somebody, I would have liked there to be some kind of literature in there so the recipient knows what they're supposed to do. Even if there was some kind of a link to the YouTube channel with instructions there. They've got a fantastic YouTube channel showing you how to make every one of their bags. Babylon Leather have got lots of bag kits on their website. There's quite a few different designs. I noticed on their website they've also got some templates as well, so if you wanted to make the same thing over and over again, you could probably do that with their templates. As far as the ease of construction, they're very easy to make. I'm a beginner, I've done this. My stitching's not perfect, but you can't see that from here. I'm really happy with it, so it's certainly beginner friendly. Most of their kits come with top grain cowhide leather, so you're not getting vinyl or plastic. It feels like it's good quality to me, but then I'm not an expert. They've made sure the pinholes all line up beautifully, and I've seen that when I've stitched everything together, so it did line up really nicely. And they've got lots and lots of different bag designs, and these come in different colours as well, so you can go onto the website, have a look at this particular bag style, and then you can just go and choose any colour that you like. With any of the bags that they've actually got a video tutorial on how to put the bags together. So as I said, they don't come with written instructions at this stage, but you can just go onto YouTube and check out Babylon Leather's YouTube channel, and they'll show you how to put these bags together. So that's all I did to construct this bag, was watch the video, and it was pretty easy to follow. But I still do like written instructions better. I've contacted Babylon Leather about that. They've taken that on board, and hopefully they'll do something about that. So when you're ordering, perhaps mention that. If you want written instructions, perhaps mention that to them. With these do-it-yourself kits, everything comes in it that you need, so you don't have to go and buy anything at all. There is plenty of thread left over. The hardware was provided, the handles provided, needles, and any little tools that you might need were provided in there as well. I'd probably recommend, if you've got little screwdrivers, a little screwdriver set at home, use one of the better ones, because otherwise you may end up chewing out the screws on the inside. So I'd use a better quality screwdriver, but look, at least you get one with this kit. I was actually really pleased too with Babylon Leather in how quickly they sent this out to me. So I think I had this bag in under a week. They do say on their website it's about 6 to 12 days for delivery, and they offer free shipping worldwide. I would actually recommend this to somebody else to do, especially a beginner. This is a perfect beginner project so that you can see if you enjoy working with leather and making these kinds of bags. I really enjoyed it. I would do this again. Feel free to send me another one or two. I really did actually enjoy making this bag. I'll pop a link in the description box below for Babylon Leather. You'll get a discount if you use that coupon code. I just want you to know that I do get a little bit of a kickback from the sale of these bags if you click on the link from this video. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you've got a product that you're uncertain of and you'd like me to find out more about it or test it, I'm happy to do that if I can get a hold of it. So feel free to send me a message, put a message in the comments down below, and I'll see what I can get done for you. Catch you next time. Thanks to Babylon Leather for reaching out and asking me if I was interested in making this bag. I like your product, it's really nice, but put some instructions in there. Catch you next time.